Stop. Stop. This is not a drill. This is not a game. This is not for play. Stop. Stop it right now. It happened. It really happened. It finally happened. What's up, YouTube? Your boy back once again with another sports topic. And today we're going to talk some football. Houston Texans football. And we are here, Texan fans. We are here. We are absolutely here. The moment has arrived. Cal McNair has done it. He finally bossed up and fired Bill O'Brien. Cal, I gave you applause. You finally bossed up and did something like an owner's supposed to do. You seen that horrendous brand of football that we've been sitting out there watching for the past 4 weeks, this uninspired football that we've seen, and you finally did something about it. The only thing I gotta say is you a day late and a dollar short. Because you should have did this 9 months ago. You should have did it when Bill O'Brien gave up that 24-0 lead against Kansas City. You should have did it then. Because after that, he got rid of Hopkins. He let Rita walk out the door. He gave out bad contracts and completely wrecked his team for the next couple of years. You allowed that to happen. That's on you. We can't blame Bill O'Brien no more. We have to blame you because you're the one who gave him that power in that position. I'm happy that you let him go. I'm happy that you let him go. But it's a day late and a dollar short. Am I surprised that Bill O'Brien's fired? No. Absolutely not. I know a lot of y'all probably out there are. Y'all really are. Some of y'all out there just, I can't believe it. He done it. No, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that Bill O'Brien has been fired. I'm not surprised that 4 games did him in. That him being 0-4, it was the final straw that broke the camel's back, and him being 0-4, and that you were approved to have 13,000 in your stadium, a little over 13,000, mind you, and you barely got 12,000. I'm not surprised at all. That doesn't surprise me at all. That doesn't surprise me at all. That's what did Bill O'Brien in. But what I am shocked about, completely shocked, is that he did not last all the way to the bye week. I was completely under the impression that they were going to make a move. The move had been made in the bye week. That's what I've been saying, definitely since the season opener. But I made a hint of this during the schedule when I did my video about the schedule breakdown. Even though I had the Texans beating the Chiefs, I said I wouldn't be surprised if they started out 1-6 into that bye week. And if that's the case, Bill O'Brien will not come out of the bye. And I said that week 1 when we lost to the Chiefs, and I said how this football team looks. This team looks like they're going to go 1-6. Heading into that bye, and if that's the case, Bill O'Brien would not be coming out that bye. He couldn't even get to the bye. Like Cal bossed up, and he couldn't even get to the bye. So that right there, I am shocked that they let him go this early. Am I shocked that he got fired? No, absolutely not. I'm surprised that it was done today, but I really thought it would happen after the bye week. Because that way you give the team a little bit more time. You get the interim head coach able to rally the troops a little bit more and things like that. You have a little bit more time to prepare. You know, we always talk about that, prepare. But, again, it had to be done. It just completely did. Like I said, it's a day late and a dollar short. But it completely had to be done. Like, this move had to get made. And let's talk about Bill O'Brien. Bill O'Brien been here for 6 years and 4 games. And he has a complete record of 52-48. He was 2-8 in the playoffs. He had 4 division titles. And is it 2-8, 2-4? 2-4. I'm sorry, 2-4 in the playoffs. He has 4 division titles. He's lost on the first game of the playoffs twice, in both in embarrassing fashion. Actually, every playoff loss he's had, except for the one against the Patriots, was embarrassing fashion. You know, you lose 30-0 at home against Kansas City in this first one. You lose 21-7 against the Colts at home, and you were up. You were down 21-0 in that game. You was up 24-0 against Kansas City Chiefs, and you let them come back and lose 51-31. And I can't remember the exact score of the Patriots game, but that was a competitive game. That was really more so on Brock Osweiler. I'm not going to blame Bill O'Brien for being inept in that game against the Patriots, because that was mostly completely on Brock Osweiler. Brock Osweiler was the reason why you didn't do anything in 16, but that's neither here nor there. That's another conversation for another video. But to be honest, it just wasn't good enough. Just to be honest with you, he just wasn't good enough. Do y'all know out of his 52 wins, that 15 of his 52 wins came against Blake Bortles, Marcus Mariota, and Zach Mettenberger? 15 of his 52 wins came against the quarterbacks of Zach Mettenberger, Blake Bortles, and Marcus Mariota. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's 28.9%, damn near 30% of his wins came against those quarterbacks. He benefited from being in the bad division. That's the reason why you have 4 division titles. You benefit from being in the bad division. And last year and this year, the division looks like it's way competitive. The division was competitive last year. The division is damn sure competitive this year. And it was abundantly clear on Sunday that you were not going to be able to win the division. That's why I had the whole division shirt on, because the statement was made then that you were not going to be able to win this division. Let alone forget him, even if he was still the head coach. You were not going to be able to compete for this division. Which, again, I don't even know why that's even the bar. Because division titles is cool and all. When we first got them back in the day, back in 2011, 2012, when Kubiak first got them, it was cool and all. Then we were just happy to be here. We have a franchise quarterback. We want to win Super Bowls. We want to win championships. I know a lot of people wanted Bill O'Brien gone a couple years ago. A lot of people came in the last season, wanted Bill O'Brien gone. I came in the last season with the mindset of, get me to the playoffs and let me evaluate that. When we get to the playoffs, let me evaluate what happens then. And seeing that 24-0 lead dwindle away, seeing the bonehead moves, him kicking for it, him kicking the field goal, him going for the fake punt, just all the stuff he did, just how the team just unraveled and just went straight to shit. That right there let me know that Bill O'Brien was not the guy that's going to lead us to win Super Bowl. He was not the right guy. He was not the right coach, and he was definitely not the right guy for Deshaun Watson. That right there let me know that then. So I was already out. But he should have been out back then. Back in January when you lost that game, that next day, he should have been handing his walking papers in. But no. Like I said before, Cal McNair was operating like somebody who did not understand football, which is fine. You don't have to understand football, but you need people in your ear. And my thing is, what changed from then to now? Because that right there, you allowed that to happen. Do you give him power? You let him trade away Hop. You let Rita walk through the door. You let him do all these bad, stupid contracts and these stupid trades. That operates like an owner who doesn't understand football. But yet you fire him after 4 games. That operates like an owner who does understand football. So if somebody else in his ear, and if somebody is in his ear, who is it? It better not be Jack Easterby. Because Jack Easterby needs to be the next one let go. Because Jack Easterby, he's the person who wants to bring in Nick Caserio as the general manager. He's also, I'm pretty sure he would like to bring in Josh McDaniels. And no. Ain't happening. Ain't flying. Jack Easterby need to go just with Bill O'Brien. Hey, Jack. Hey. Go ahead. Pack up. Bill have to pack up his stuff. Go ahead, pack up your stuff too. You gotta go. By the way, does Bill O'Brien gotta give it the BMW and the Verizon phone? Like, man, I just want to know. Like, do he lose all his sponsorships? That's just a tidbit, just a question. Somebody comment below if y'all know the information. Just want to know. Just inquiring minds want to know. But in all seriousness, though, he definitely it was abundantly clear that he wasn't the guy, and he just completely wrecked the team. Robbed the team of assets, robbed the team of like I say, draft capital. The salary cap is going to be who's ever brought in now. I mean, we did an interview on Soft Sports the other day, and whoever gets brought in right now to be the general manager, that salary cap situation is going to be absolutely hard to manage. It's going to be absolutely hard to manage. It really is, because you got these bad contracts, you got these bad situations. You trade for David Johnson. David Johnson looks completely trash, completely and utterly trash. And to be honest, the real thing that done Bill O'Brien in, we could make jokes about it. What really done Bill O'Brien is that it's not even his record. The thing that done him in is that you are an offensive-minded head coach. We've drafted a quarterback in the first round. We've paid a quarterback $40 million. He's getting paid $40 million. And you have yet to have a top 10 offense. You've been in 6 years. If you have yet to have a top 10 offense. The highest your offense has been is under Deshaun Watson is 12-13 last year, and I think in 2018. That's the highest it's been. Outside of the 6.5 games he played his rookie year, in that stretch, in that little sample size, in that little 6 games, I think he was number 1 or number 2 rated offense. But because they do the whole season, the whole 16 games, and Tom Savage and Tyler Heineke started a majority of their season. Tom Savage started the majority of the season. Their offense, I think, ended up being 20 or 22nd, something like that. Just bad. I think the worst it was under Osweiler at 27th, if I'm not mistaken, back in 16. But don't quote me there. I think that's the case. I think under Osweiler it was 27. That's the worst it's been under Bill O'Brien. I don't know what the numbers is this season so far. It's only been 4 games, but that's the reason. That's the real reason why. Because it'd be different if you were 0-4, but Deshaun Watson was out there throwing 4-5 touchdowns, 400 yards, and the offense was just out there just killing it, but the defense was lagging, and that's the reason why you was losing games. I think Bill O'Brien will still have his job. If Will Fuller catches that pass and the Texans find a way to tie and win that game, Bill O'Brien still has his job. But it's the fact that the offense is inept. And to be honest, the real fireable offense, the real complete fireable offense, is that not once, but twice, you have hired somebody to be the offensive coordinator, and not even halfway during the season, you take the play calling dudes away. You did it back in 16 with Gotze, and you did this year with Tim Kelly. That right there is, in my personal opinion, out of all these things, is the fireable offense. Because you can't be that bad at your job. Because in my opinion, I think you're doing that on purpose. You know what? I know he can't call plays. They don't want me to call plays. So I'm going to give him play calling duty. Because I know he can't call plays. They're going to be begging for me to take it back. And I'm going to take it back after 4, 5, 6 games. And everybody going to be happy again. Everybody going to be happy with me. They're going to be mad at me. And I'm going to give it to him. And I'm going to do the same thing to him. That's what the fix is in. That you're giving people jobs that you know are not qualified just so you can end up overtaking them. That's what that tells me. It's either that or you're that piss poor at evaluating guys that are able to call plays. Are you that piss poor of hiring somebody? And if that's the case, I don't need you. You're a horrible evaluator. You showing me during your draft process and your free agent process that you are not a good evaluator of talent. And actually, I don't want to harp on the draft guys on the draft picks because they haven't got a shot. Like Bernard and Blacklock, Reed, we can't really talk about them right now because they not even getting the actual opportunity. I understand COVID and no the lack of training camp and no preseason. Van Jefferson, a rookie, to play for the Vikings, didn't he have over 100 yards? We have Brandon Ayuk, a guy who I wanted, was out there balling against the Eagles last night for the 49ers. Like, there's plenty of guys, CeeDee Lamb, there's plenty of guys out there, Jared Judy, there are plenty of guys out there who are actually making plays. There are plenty of guys out there making plays on their teams, contributing for their teams as rookies. But they're not getting the opportunity here in Houston. Why? Because Bill O'Brien said this during training camp. Rookies, they don't really know anything. They don't really know anything. This is going to be a veteran year. Come on, man. This whole 8-8 shit, this 8-8 league. You're an 8-8 head coach. It's not an 8-8 league. You're an 8-8 head coach. And the way you operate like an 8-8 head coach. That's the reason why we in the situation we in this whole tough, smart, dependable bullshit that we got going on. We let Hopkins go out the door. You let Reed go out the door. You let Klein go out the door. You let Honey Badger go out the door. You let Kareem Jackson go out the door. You let all these guys go out the door under your watch. And I know some of these guys, Brian Gaines was still the general manager, but you let these guys under your watch walk out the door. Walk completely out the door. You want to claim tough, smart, dependable. Save me a break. I'm never for anybody. I know people got family to feed, you know what I'm saying? And I'm never for somebody to actually lose their job. That's why I've never really been on here clamoring about firing anybody. But like I said, the time was done. Because at the end of the day, you were going to ruin Deshaun Watson. You're paying him $40 million, and he's regressing. You let Josh Allen, Baker Mayfield, all these other guys surpass him. You letting rookie quarterbacks like Justin Herbert and the boy from Cincinnati, Joe Burrow. You letting these guys come out there, go out there, stand toe to toe with Patrick Mahomes and sling that football all across the field and be a competitive game. The Chargers was a couple weeks ago against the Chiefs. You letting Joe Burrow out there finally get a win, but you can't get a win at home against another 0-3 team. You letting Deshaun look completely inept. And he's not. Deshaun's a top 5 quarterback. and he's regressing under your watch. You're wasting his prime. So Cal seen that. Cal had to pull the trigger. Now we can talk about coaching options. I did a video the other day. I talked about I did my top 4 coaching options. Y'all go check out the video so y'all will know exactly how I got them ranked. I'm not going to give y'all exactly what I got them ranked. Y'all go check that video out and y'all see exactly how I got them ranked if y'all haven't seen it before. But I talked about Lincoln Riley. I talked about Airbnb. I talked about Byron Leftwich. I talked about Greg Roman. I talked about those guys. Those are the guys you need to bring in. Don't bring in no damn Josh McDaniels. Don't bring in no damn Josh McDaniels. You need to bring in, and be honest, I know a lot of people want a defensive-minded coach. You have to bring in an offensive-minded coach because you need somebody to help Deshaun Watson. You need somebody to help fix the offense for Deshaun Watson. You need somebody to help create an offense for Deshaun so he can maximize what he does well. I mean, again, where's the stuff that we seen back in 2016 or 2017? The whole Clemson hybrid offense, a lot of RPOs, read options, and things like that. Help Deshaun Watson be comfortable in this offense. You're not doing that. You're not. You claim you got all this speed and stuff like that, but you're not utilizing it to your advantage. If they spread them guys out and if they take away the deep shot, use Deshaun legs. Like it's simple. To be honest, it really is. And you're not maximizing that. And because of that, that's the reason why you don't have a job anymore. Now, you still good because you get, a coach's contract's guaranteed, you still going to get paid. And again, what type of guy gets fired? And then they made the man do a press conference. They get fired. Normally, when somebody get fired, they just go off. You go off to the wind, you don't hear about them no more until they get a new job. But no, hey, he did a whole press conference. What kind of bullshit is that? I ain't never said this. But I say all that to say this, man. Like, I'm glad that Cal actually finally pulled the trigger. Now we can start the process early. Think about this. A team with Deshaun Watson has the very first fired coach of 2020. Bill O'Brien is the first fired coach of 2020. He only lasted 4 games. That's the part that shocks me, that he only lasted 4 fucking games. They got rid of him after 4 games. I applaud you on, but like I said, the damage is done. We don't have Hop. We don't have Rita. We don't have Clowney. No Honey Badger. No Kareem. We don't have none of these other guys who could have been core guys. Well, we know Hop definitely was a core guy. Honey Badger could have been a core guy. Honey Badger could help some of these guys accountable on defense. Kareem has improved tremendously since his rookie year. He's tremendous. I know Kareem catches a lot of flack, but I bet if y'all watch the defense now, I bet y'all wish Kareem was still out there, huh? I know y'all do. I know y'all do. So, I say all that to say this, man. At the end of the day, it was a piss poor job by him for these past 6 years, 6.5 years, whatever you want, 6 years and 4 games, however you want to slice it. He won a mediocre division. He's a good enough head coach to win bad divisions. He's a good enough head coach to go 8-8, 9-7. But a guy to win, the guy who take you over the hump to win you a championship, he's not it. And like I say, if Dabo wants to call Deshaun Watson Jordan, we have to find his Phil Jackson. We have to find his Phil Jackson. Now we got to find his Scottie Pippen too, because we let Pippen walk out the door. So now we got to find his Pippen and we got to find his Phil Jackson. But we have to fix this. And now that since we're at the forefront now we are right here. We're at the forefront. We are right here to be able to go out there and be the first couple ones to go out there to interview guys to see who's available. Because we find them, we don't even know who's available. Now we know Airbnb has been one of the hottest names, so we get the first crack at him. Byron Leftwich is trending up the tracks. He was the first one to get holler at him. We go holler at Lincoln Riley. We go holler at Greg Roman. We go holler at, I forgot what the guy's name is, but the defensive coordinator for the 49ers, the offense coordinator for Buffalo. We can holler at some of these guys. We're going to be the first ones able to get the crack at all these offensive coordinators and defensive coordinators and things like that, college head coaches, whatever the case may be. We get the first crack at the apple. We get the first bite of the apple to be able to get a shot to bring somebody in. And especially an offensive-minded guy. They would love to come in because their job is halfway done. They have their franchise quarterback. To me, the toughest job is actually get the general manager. And I hope Mr. Jones gets the general manager job, because if y'all watch Saw Sports, we on Friday, he did a perfect job, a perfect layout of how we want this team to be ran. And he's a former offensive lineman for the Houston Texans. He knows the Texans organization very well. He knows the McNair family very well. He knows his fan base very well. I definitely believe that he has what it takes to be an extremely competent general manager, help get this team built in the right direction. So he definitely needs to get brought back in. I mean, I know he's already a Texan alum, but he definitely needs to get brought in at the very least in some form. If he's not the full-fledged general manager, in some type of advisory, be able to control and make some type of player personnel, something. I don't know all the logistics of all the type of jobs and options that they have, but they definitely need to bring him in because I think you have to start building this team back in the right direction because this team has talent. It doesn't have the talent that we want to have. It doesn't have the talent that it should have, but it does have some form of talent. And we have to salvage what we have. Because we can't go in complete rebuild mode because we paying Deshaun Watson and our salary cap is under wreck and we don't have any draft capital for the next draft. So we can't go into complete rebuild mode, but we have to start building now. Well, I mean, not building. We have to start retooling now and fix what we have now. You have to start fixing what you have now to somewhat. You won't be able to save 2020, but you can save 2021. Like, subscribe if you haven't, comment below if you haven't, click that bell, get more videos. Holla.